Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your Matchday ticket pre-game show. We don't normally do one of these, well, unless we're actually at the statue, but we are not. I am having technical difficulties, so I hope this is being broadcast across the internet, unlike our first show, Matthew Phillips, where we broadcast to absolutely no one because the guy hadn't pressed the right button. He has no sound. There we go. That's not the greatest of situations. As I say, it has been a bad tech situation here. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully we're broadcasting across the internet. That's always a good thing. Let me see if I can hear myself. Yeah, I can hear myself. So good job. I'll get cracking by bringing in, he's having some pot noodle, ladies and gentlemen. So I won't bring him in just yet, Mr. Positivity. About to literally, if you could have seen that moment, my friends, I was just about to bring him in, and he's literally got his pot noodle, and he goes, we put that back down. Neil, you enjoy your pot noodle for a few more moments because Matt Phillips is ready. I'll bring him in first. No pot noodle for you, Matt?
I've not had a pot noodle for years.
No, me neither, to be very honest with you.
What's like the main one used to be like beef and mushroom, didn't it? I think it was like a green packet or whatever.
I think that's what he's got there.
Is that what you got?
No, I've got Thai green curry.
Oh, Thai green curry.
Pot
Drop
noodle
him back
fusion.
out.
Yeah.
How are you, Matt? Are you well?
Yes, I'm all right, thanks. I've rushed down here. I've been reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to my son. He's obsessed with it. So, I've not read that story for, God knows how many years. 40 years. Amazing what you remember from way back.
I've not read it for a while either. Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's one of the characters, right?
Yeah. The Gene Wilder one is the best one, isn't it? Because Johnny Depp done like a reboot a few years back, didn't he? But the Gene Wilder one is the one I remember from being a kid.
Yeah. Before we get into the team, the team sheet, we'll bring it on the screen and we'll discuss it. How are you feeling ahead of tonight's game? You feeling confident?
Yeah. Well, I told you I was kind of like, cautiously optimistic, wasn't I, ahead of the Burton game? And of course, we've steamrolled them, which was just great. And that got me out of my kind of like malaise or a rut. I was thinking that we've blown it. But we've said before, haven't we? This was a run of games that like, you could cherry pick these games, couldn't you? Can I play like 3 of the bottom 4 and the Bristol Rovers and I throw in a Burton or whatever? Brilliant. I mean, I wish we could play these kind of sides all the time because we just blow them away. It's when they come and park the bus a bit. Now, whether or not Accrington will park the bus tonight, I don't know.
Well, you're saying they'll blow them away.
They've not done that previously from memory, but you never know. But once Town get into that groove, that quick groove where they're not doing tiki-taka and they're doing the 300 passes and it's quick and it's exciting to watch, that's where you get your money's worth, as we were saying on Sunday. It's your 3 million goal right there, isn't it?
I've got no idea what's going on here. None whatsoever. Is anyone with me?
I am.
You are.
Let's hope the game goes better than this podcast.
I'm not even on my computer. I'm on my phone.
Last time we had this was Sheffield Wednesday. We were 2-0 down after what? We're nearly 3-0 down after half hour.
Let me show you. StreamYard's now coming back on the computer, but until then, I can't know how I show you, but I've got nothing on my computer at all. But there we go. I mean, Town have been known to freeze like this on a couple of occasions, guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Be brutally fair. There we go. There we go. See me.
Look at this. Two different dimensions here.
Let me drop him out. Right. Don't know who he is, but
the fantastic HD again. Was this Premier Inn again? Is it?
No, I'm in an Airbnb.
Oh right, okay.
Shall we discuss the team? Because I'm not going to lie, gentlemen. I have eye rolled quite hard tonight because this is your lineup.
Some funny ones.
Walton, Donasian, Wolfenden, Burgess, Jackson, Morsey, Luongo, Davis, Chaplin, Broadhead, and Ladapo. I've eye rolled really hard. I'm not going to lie.
Which one have you eye rolled at?
All of it, to be fair. But for the first, let's start with the obvious one, shall we, gentlemen? 2 days after Fist Pump City.
Yeah. On the bench.
On the bench, lad.
Odd.
Not even for the fella that limped off.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Well, at least Leaf has made it. Fair play to him because he looked like he was out for months when he came off the pitch on Saturday. But what's the thinking, Neil? What do you think? Why Donasian over Clark? Unless Clark's carrying a small knock or something.
He didn't look like he was, but...
He didn't look like he was doing the old fist pump, was he? You know, giving it a load of old welly he was, old boy.
He's done his shouldering. Yeah, odd. I saw the team was like a little bit the same. And Jackson for Burns. I mean, is this just rotation for the sake of it, just to keep everyone happy against the team?
This is it. I mean, I think it's rotation for the sake of rotation. Some people will jump to the defence and say it could be Knox, it could be this, it could be that. Neil, talk to me. It's a sort of business part of the season, isn't it? If they're good for 60, particularly with 5 subs these days, surely they're good.
I think me and you are the only 2 in Jackson's fan club, so we're not too disappointed by his name being on the sheet. But
I'm kind of in there. I mean, he played very well in the FA Cup game against Burnley at home. He stuck the crossing for Hurst away from home, didn't he, at Turf Moor?
I just can't imagine a knock.
Not Burns, is he?
No, but I can't imagine if we sort of stick with the Harry Clark for the moment, that a knock that Harry Clark's got is worse than the knock Leif Davis took on Saturday.
Yeah, odd, isn't it? I mean, would it be explained at full time? Unlikely, I would have thought. No one ever seems to ask that question. But let's wait and see. I just think maybe he wants to give Jackson some time because he's not played since the start, has he? Since Burnley. And listen, people on here now have been talking about Jackson starting ahead of Burns, and maybe they're just thinking Accrington, relegation threatened Accrington is a team to be in.
Dangerous place to be in, though, that, isn't it, Neil?
Is it potentially thinking that Donasian's more defensive minded? So if you're going to have someone that is weaker defending at right midfield, then Donasian's the better man to have behind him.
Like you've got Burton were much better in the form table than what Accrington are. We've rolled them over 4-0. So unless they're expecting a drastically different side and maybe you're going to play the channels a bit more, I don't know. They will see. Well, I mean, maybe when the game starts, we'll find out in how Accrington's set up. But listen, I don't think Burton did themselves any favours, did they, on Saturday, trying to get on the front foot a bit? Because that was, in the end, that was their death certificate, wasn't it? In the end, we absolutely steamrolled them. Maybe Accrington will be a bit more cautious tonight. I don't know.
Should it matter how they set up?
Well, we've always play to your strengths, and our strength seems to be that attacking football, cutting the passes right down, getting forward very quickly. Yeah,
I getting to the point where I'm a little bit
annoyed. But we don't know the context of some of it. I mean, but we can only guess.
Yeah, but we're at the point now where you've got enough history to not know the context and still go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Game? Yeah. What's this game?
When was the last time we listed an unchanged 11? And over a consecutive. I'd love to know Wednesday. I'll look into this for tomorrow night's show. Wednesday and their 20-game unbeaten run. How many changes through those 20 games?
Got to think minimal, haven't you? Give or take suspensions and things. You do realise, everyone, if we lose tonight, it's Neil's fault because when he goes, we don't lose. You're not seen us lose
Basically,
Shout out one of my friends, Will, who he wore a pair of shorts against Forest Green, 1-4-0.
Really?
Yeah, wore a pair of shorts last Saturday, 1-4-0. Guess what he's gone in tonight?
He's got his thermals on tonight, presumably.
He's got shorts on.
Oh,
I've got the picture proof. Fair play to the fella. Like, that is commitment to the ITSC promotion cause.
That was like Duncan Ferguson on the touchline at Old Trafford for Everton when it was like freezing cold, pissing down. He just had a shirt on.
I couldn't do it personally, Neil. I don't know about you, but I'd say I love my club, but I'm out.
I'm not going to
look at me. I'm out. I didn't even go. It was too cold.
Well, I'm in Gatwick, so.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Will we hear the sound of planes, or have you got good double glazing?
Well, to be fair, I'm a little bit down the road, so you can't hear the planes too loud.
A says, Gov, trust Kieran McKenna. All right, we're sitting third at the moment. Let's see how we go. Lee, excited for this one? Are you excited for this one, Neil? I asked Matt before we all went, Pete Tongue. You excited for this one?
Oh, massively.
Let me tell you, right? I was chatting to someone at work today, and they said, I've got my ticket for Tottenham versus AC Milan tomorrow. He's like, I can't wait. I said, we too are playing a team beginning with A. He was like, who's that? I was like, Accrington. He was like, oh.
From Mighty Oak Trees.
Milan. Do you remember we used to play them?
Yeah. But Mighty Oak Trees comes from small acorns. So you just got to keep the faith that this is the start. And, we'll go with
Oak tree got chopped down, didn't it? And been replanted.
A says Jackson deserves a start, but Burns had best game on Saturday. Gavin, we want Harry, not bloody Jackson. Stephen Parry, I hope you don't freeze like that. Yeah, well, me too. And John B, Caden definitely deserves a start. I'm not against Caden Jackson starting. That's not why I'm roll over on. It's more the back four.
Look, Clark's far better than Donation getting forward. Hence the reason we've paid £1 million for him. So I don't know.
I was going to mention the money side of things.
Oh, well,
why have we spent that and not give him the time? Whereas you think Davis on the other side has pretty much been slotted in at every moment. Yeah,
and he had pretty much a very slow start to his town career, didn't he? Gave away the penalty in the opening game, and he'd been everyone said he was jet lagged coming back from Australia with Leeds, but he's grown into the season. But if you keep chopping and changing Clark, he ain't going to be going into anything, is he? Other than splitting us on his backside because he'll be on the bench. Weird.
Yeah, no, I agree. Clark must have a knock, says Lee, and Tim Prey. Clark's there if needed. Yeah, that's the point. He's there if needed. So if Donation goes down in the first minute, what's he do? Play the whole 89? I always live in the world, gentlemen. If you are okay enough to sit on the bench, then you should be okay enough to get at least 65, 60 minutes, 45 minutes out of the player. Because what happens if one of the players goes down in the first minute? Do you not put him on?
Yeah.
Do you say, well, he can't
he must just be giving game time. It's a little bit arrogant of us, is it not?
The business I'm in, though, Matt. I'm in the business of winning football games.
Well, exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit arrogant, isn't it? To presume, oh, well, I can sit these out. I can sit the £1 million guy out and put these in.
We shall see. Big Fred keeps his place up front. Obviously, I would say deserved.
You a Led Depot fan, Neil? You must be a Led Depot fan, surely.
I wasn't, no. But this
not?
weekend, I wasn't, no. This weekend, he actually played pretty well. So I can't fault the guy if he's going to play like that again.
Yeah.
Keep playing him.
Do you think Hurst has the arrival of Hurst has given him that kick up the backside? Is what the Crunch thinks.
Maybe. It's either that or just things have finally clicked.
Yeah, it could be as simple as that, right? Yeah. This only
Plus, we've got Broadhead as well to help out. Quality. I think him and Chaplin link up very well.
Notice they don't sit him down, do they? No. Although, did neither play in that Bristol Rovers game? Chaplin and Broadhead. I don't think they played in that game, did they? Chaplin certainly did not.
It was Valentine's Day. I was busy.
Oh, yeah. Romancing. I don't think they did. Again, that was strange. When you look at now Chaplin scoring, how many goals has he got now? 5 and 3 or whatever it might be.
Well, top goal scorer, isn't he? By a country mile.
But they don't play him against Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, Lee, Ladapo definitely deserves a start. Be tough up top today. Very rough defensively. This lot, get your guns out. Freddie, Parry, we had a couple games at East Day.
Mate.
Sorry, mate.
When Accrington have been here before, and I know we had the issue with Morsey last season. I think they actually scored first, didn't they, last season? Or the season before? Can't remember. But I don't think them as being sort of roughhouses or anything.
Stephen and Nathan are going on the same lines. Stephen says we had a couple games that East Davis in. Nathan says everyone seems to forget that when Leeds joined, he didn't play a full game. Yeah, but that was a brand new season. Harry Clark's been playing in the Championship for the last 4 months.
For crying out loud.
This guy's ready.
Better season. What in the Championship as well? He scored goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's go to score prediction before we break up. We're back at full time. Well, hopefully there's no internet issues. Stephen can join us, hopefully. Other people can join us. Nathan even maybe. To come on and have your say. Hopefully celebrating a win. We all want to win. We're all desperate for that win this evening. Carry on that good momentum into a tough weekend. Obviously Plymouth will be keeping an eye on that result tonight. They are playing Derby. So, can Derby do everyone a favour? Will Agent McGoldrick step up and keep his fine goal scoring form going? Lee says, okay, now the nerves have kicked in. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking because that will jinx it. But, Neil, what is your score prediction and goal scorers, please?
I'm going to go 3-1 Ipswich.
Oh, we're going to concede. That'd be our first goal we've conceded for what, 4 or 5 games?
Yeah.
I think
and who's getting your goals?
It's got to be... No. I think Ladapo will get 1. I think Chaplin and Broadhead.
I like it. I do fancy Jackson to score tonight. Old club, on the wing, wide player. I do like, and I'm a big fan of Jackson, as everyone knows. Matt, your score and goal scorers? Yeah,
I'm gonna go 3-0, and I like those. I like those 3 scorers: Ladapo, Chaplin, Broadhead. 3-0. I think it's a lot to ask for another 4-0, isn't it? So soon after the other one, but come on, 3. Yeah, Broadhead hat trick. Can you imagine the scenes?
Khalid says Broadhead. Hat trick. Yeah. Lee Broadhead of the Dapo. 2-0 might be 4-0 from John B. Lots of positivity in the chat. Loving it.
3 points. That's all we need. Got to keep the pressure on.
Bring it home, lads. Absolutely. We're back at full time. So until then, hopefully the internet holds up. We'll see you at full time.